Does a beer a day keep the evil spirits away? Is there such a thing as a safe amount of alcohol? And can we really trust everything we hear in the pub? Today, I'll be shedding light on these questions and debunking common barroom myths so you can decide for yourself how much beer is still okay. Let's get into it. No. 1. What does moderate mean? First things first, we need to define our terms. What does moderate mean? According to the World Health Organization, moderate drinking means a maximum of 2 drinks per day for men and 1 drink per day for women. However, research shows that the definition of moderate drinking varies. For example, some studies define moderate drinking as consuming up to 14 drinks per week, but no more than 3 drinks per occasion, whereas others define it as a maximum of 0.5 to 1 liter per day for men and less for women. But hold on, does this also apply to binge drinking? The answer is no. Moderate consumption refers to daily drinking and doesn't include binge drinking. So let's not confuse the two. If we want to talk about binge drinking, we'd be talking about having 5 or more drinks in a row for men and 3 or more drinks in a row for women. Number 2, what are the positive effects? Before we dive into the risks of alcohol consumption, let's look at the possible positive effects. Does a beer a day actually have any health benefits? Well, it depends. While many people believe that alcohol can have positive effects when consumed in moderation, it's essential to recognize that any potential benefits should be weighed against the potential risks. So, what are these possible positives? One study published in the Journal of the American Heart Association found that moderate alcohol consumption may be associated with a slightly lower risk of cardiovascular disease and heart attacks. This has led to the popular belief that having a drink a day can be good for your heart. However, it's important to note that the study did not prove that alcohol consumption reduces the risk of heart disease. Instead, it simply found an association between moderate drinkers and lower rates of cardiovascular disease and heart attacks. So why might there be an association? Some studies suggest that the antioxidants and polyphenols present in beer, particularly those found in hops and malt, may play a role in reducing inflammation and oxidative stress in the body, which could potentially benefit cardiovascular health. Another possible benefit is the social factor. Going out for a beer with friends can help you relax and socialize, which can positively impact mental health. Beer also has a certain ritual aspect to it, such as the taste, smell, and appearance, which can create a sense of comfort and familiarity for many people. Additionally, beer contains micronutrients such as B vitamins, silicon, and trace elements like iron, magnesium, and calcium. However, it's important to note that the amounts are relatively small. And now for the flip side. 3. The dark side of the beer belly. So what are the risks of drinking too much beer? Let's explore that. Excessive alcohol consumption can have detrimental effects on various organs and systems in the body, including the liver, brain, heart, and immune system. It can lead to serious health conditions such as liver disease, heart disease, obesity, and certain types of cancer. Alcohol is a psychoactive substance that can alter brain function and behavior, and it can be highly addictive. Addiction can begin even before you finish your first beer. Many people find themselves developing a dependence on alcohol and struggling to control their drinking habits. It's important to be aware of the addictive potential of beer and to drink responsibly. Oh, and let's not forget about the calories. Beer can contribute to weight gain, and the so-called beer belly is not a myth. Alcohol provides 7 calories per gram, and beer is mostly water, but it also contains carbohydrates, which can contribute to weight gain if consumed in excess. In fact, drinking alcohol can disrupt sleep patterns and lead to hormonal changes, which can further contribute to weight gain. A healthy alternative: non-alcoholic beer. Now, let's talk about non-alcoholic beer. Is it a healthy alternative? Well, non-alcoholic beer has several advantages over its alcoholic counterpart. It typically contains fewer calories and doesn't put a strain on the liver. This makes it a great option for people who are trying to maintain a healthy diet, or for those who need to limit their alcohol intake. Non-alcoholic beer can also be a good choice for people who are exercising, or for those who want to enjoy a drink without the intoxicating effects of alcohol. However, it is essential to read the labels carefully, as some brands add sugar to their non-alcoholic beer to enhance the flavor. This can negate any potential health benefits and lead to weight gain. Look for options with 0 or low sugar content to avoid this issue. Now let's separate the facts from the myths. Beer's liquid food. To some extent, this statement is true, as beer provides calories and nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. However, it shouldn't be considered a meal replacement, as it lacks essential nutrients and can lead to unhealthy weight gain. Beer's healthier than wine. This statement is context dependent. Both alcoholic and non-alcoholic beer and wine have different health effects. Generally, beer has a lower alcohol content than wine, but it also contains more calories. Wine is often associated with potential health benefits due to its antioxidants, but excessive consumption can also lead to health issues. So the answer depends on the quantity and the occasion. Beer boosts water balance. This statement is false. Although beer is mostly water, its diuretic effect can actually lead to dehydration, Beer makes you bolder. There is no scientific evidence to support the claim that alcohol consumption increases boldness. Any perceived increase in boldness is likely due to the disinhibiting effects of alcohol on the brain, leading to a false sense of confidence. No. 5. How much is still okay? According to a large study involving over 83,000 individuals across 19 countries, the results showed that the risk of developing cancer slightly increased with an increase in alcohol consumption. However, the study also found that overall, the risk of cancer remained low for people who drank moderately. In general, a good rule of thumb is that for most adults, drinking up to 1 glass of beer per day is unlikely to cause any significant health concerns. However, it's important to consider the context of consumption. Drinking 1 glass of beer a day every day may have different effects compared to drinking 1 glass once or twice a week. Therefore, it's generally better to avoid daily drinking and instead enjoy a beer consciously during social occasions. Remember, everyone's body reacts differently to alcohol, and some people may experience negative effects even after consuming small amounts. Factors such as genetics, body mass, and overall health can influence how alcohol affects an individual. No. 6. The responsibility is all ours. Ultimately, the decision of how much beer to drink rests with each individual. It is crucial to weigh the potential risks and benefits and make an informed choice based on your own health and lifestyle. Drinking alcohol can be a normal and enjoyable part of social and cultural experiences, but it's essential to do so responsibly. Listen to your body and take breaks when needed. If you choose to drink, do so in moderation and be mindful of your limits. Pay attention to how your body reacts to alcohol, and do you want to be afraid to take a break or stop drinking if you feel unwell? It's always a good idea to keep a drinking diary or use a tracking app to monitor your alcohol intake. This can help you stay within your limits and make more informed decisions about your drinking habits. You can also consider taking conscious breaks from drinking to give your body time to recover and adjust. These breaks don't have to be long or involve abstaining from alcohol completely. Even reducing your intake or spacing out your drinking sessions can be beneficial. During these breaks, focus on maintaining a healthy lifestyle by eating well, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. This can help your body process any alcohol you've previously consumed and improve your overall well-being. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to share if you learned something new today. Take care and see you next time.